everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope your week went well and I hope your weekend is going even better. My name is Pola and on this channel I make videos about reality transurfing, self-awareness and opening your mind. And today I wanted to share with you 5 things that you need to know about intentions when it comes to reality transurfing. And if you don't know anything about transurfing and you would like to learn more, probably it will be better to start with a different video of mine that I will link in the description so that you just understand the context. But if you do know a little bit about transurfing, then you probably already understand that transurfers are not people who accept this reality for what it is and kind of think that things are predetermined, that nothing can be done, that there is no choice, that they have no choice, right? People who are into transurfing, they are not someone who will settle if they're not satisfied with it. They will not settle for something that they're not happy with. They know that they can choose the reality that they want. They know that there is a reality where their dreams have come true and it is very, very possible to shift there. So if you're someone like this video will probably be helpful for you. Because the way you shift, it has a lot to do with your intentions, with your intention to shift there, with your intention to achieve whatever goal you have. Intentions are really important. So the first thing that you need to understand is there are things like intentions and then there are things like desires. And I will illustrate this to you using this example. What if I have a desire to take a sip of coffee? Nothing will really happen, right? It's just a desire, it's just something in my mind, nothing really changes. Now, if I have an intention to have a sip of coffee, I'm actually taking my hand and taking the cup and I can do it. You know, this is the intention. Intention is focused on action. Now, desire is focused primarily on thinking about your goal, on thinking about your reality, on thinking about the world that you want. And usually desires, they actually postpone your progress because you think so much. You start overanalyzing, you start overthinking, you try to take into account everything, you try to figure everything out, and it only leads to worry and to anxiety, and it really postpones your progress. So it is better to have zero desire, really. It is better to rely primarily on intentions. So now I will move on to the second thing that you need to know, that intentions are really powerful, and there is such a thing called inner intention, and it is, I guess, more or less well known in our modern world. It is what most people primarily rely upon. And inner intention is something that goes from within you. It is you trying to act in this world, trying to kind of bend this reality to your will. You're very forceful with it. You are insisting that things play out a certain way. This is the inner intention. And I think the best example for inner intention are those, businessmen who went from zero to millions. If you look at a lot of these businessmen, they have a very strong inner intention, They were born with nothing. They were born in maybe unfortunate families, right? And they had to go through a lot of hard work, a lot of hustle, a lot of suffering, a lot of pain. They had to bend this reality to their will over and over and over again, but finally they got there. Finally they got their millions. Finally it kind of worked out for them. And this life, yes, I mean, it seems good, right? It seems nice, but all we see is the end result. We don't really see the years of suffering that they had to go through. So altogether, this life is not very happy. Altogether, this life is not something that many people would want. And if you look at their kind of motivational speeches, at their books, they focus a lot on this kind of inner intention, to work hard, to achieve everything, to be very disciplined, right? And it's not really working out that well for the majority of the people, right? Because this kinds of people that have a very strong inner intention, it's just maybe 5% of the population. The other 95, they don't have such a strong inner intention, and it's very difficult to them. And this is why it is very difficult to be disciplined, to do the things that you know you should do, to kind of form new habits, to change yourself. It's very difficult to do because most people don't have such a strong inner intention. Now, the third thing that you need to know is that there is a better thing. There is something better than the inner intention, and this is the outer intention. And the outer intention is something outside of you. You're not trying to bend this reality to be a certain way. You simply just choose the reality that you want. You choose. The choice is yours. So a person, with an inner intention will say, I insist that things will be a certain way so that I achieve my goal. I insist. Now, a person with outer intention will say something like this. The circumstances align in such a way that my goal is achieved. The world plays out in such a way that I am moving towards my vision. This is what a person with outer intention will say. So outer intention is a will to have. With inner intention, you are kind of shifting yourself towards the world that you want. With outer intention, you are shifting this reality towards yourself. You are choosing it. And you may be wondering right now, well, where is the line between inner intention, outer intention? How can we say which is it? And the answer is, we don't know. It is a very fine line. And a lot of the times, especially if you are in alignment, your heart and your mind are in alignment, you will see that there is no line. Because your inner intention and your outer intention are working together in accordance. So please don't get me wrong here. When you are setting an intention, it does not mean that you just lay on the couch and you hope that this world comes to you. No, you're supposed to have the will to have it, and also to have the will to take the steps towards it. So you're supposed to take the steps towards it. And now, the fourth thing that I would like to mention here is something called coordination of intention. And it is very, very important. Because when you are setting your intentions, it's very nice when you are at home, kind of no one bothers you, you are just setting intentions, everything's nice. But then you go into the world and you will see some negativity. And you will see some things not going according to your plan, so to speak. You will see some things happening you prefer would not happen. And if you give into negativity, into doubt, into fear, into anxiety, you will really postpone your progress by a lot. So when you are coordinating your intention, you are very, very aware of yourself, and you are aware that anything that happens has two roots, okay? In one route you react negatively to it, and you kind of shift yourself towards the negative lines of reality. In the other route, you react positively to it. Even if it is something you prefer did not happen, you react positively to it, and you shift still in a positive direction. So when people coordinate their intention, it simply means that they maintain a positive outlook no matter what happens. Despite the circumstances, despite everything, they maintain a positive outlook, and by doing that, they will shift more and more in a positive direction. And it's important, and it's, it sounds easy, it sounds, I understand, whatever, but actually it's a lot more difficult to do in reality, because people are not very aware, and it's easy to get lost in life, and it's easy to react negatively and to give in to this negativity. Very, very easy. So we really need to have this kind of awareness and to understand that the power is yours. How you react is always up to you. You can react in a bad way, you can react in a good way. It's always up to you. And I will talk more about coordination of intention in my upcoming videos, because it deserves a whole separate video. It's a very good topic. But now the final thing that I want to share with you is kind of an example. An example that I like to use a lot with people to clarify all of this. Because when you just explain, it's very theoretical, people don't really understand. But when you use an example, it's very easy to understand. So when we think about intentions, let's just imagine, remember a time when you wanted to order something from Amazon. How did it go? You go to the website, you choose the products, right? You pay for it. They say, okay, your order is being processed, and then you just exit the website, close the laptop, and go about your business as normally. So you don't go to the front door seeing if the postman has arrived. Is your order here? Is it not here? Why is it not here? Did I pay? Did I not pay? is it gonna arrive? You don't have that, right? You don't do that. You just simply order, you pay, and that's it. You kind of let go of it. Not really let go, because you have a knowing that it will arrive when it arrives. You have a knowing that this order, it's yours. Really, it is yours. You just can't see it yet, but it is yours. And there is no fear, there is no doubt, there is no anxiety, there is no worry, there is nothing. A simple knowledge and a conviction that it is yours, and a will to have it. So it's kind of the same way with intentions. You set your intention, your goal, your desired reality. You pay for it. How do you pay for it? You pay for it by your energy that you give into the world, by your positive energy, by maintaining a positive outlook, right? And you know that it will arrive. You know that it is yours. It will arrive when it arrives. So the main mistake that people do, I think, is that they are not patient enough. They give up too quickly. They give up before it even arrives. Because if your goal is very far away, if your intention is to have something, some form of reality that is very, very far away from yours, it will take some time. You need to understand this. It won't happen in one day, in 1 week, in 1 month, if it is very far away. You just simply have to notice the little shifts and maintain this intention in your subconscious mind all the time. And this is the first mistake that people do. And I'll talk more about mistakes again in a different video. I don't want to get into it right now. But I hope that it clarified a few things about intentions for you. If you have any questions, please post them down in the comments. And other than that, I think that's it for today's video. I wish you all a beautiful weekend. Thank you for joining me today, and I'll talk to you all soon.